About a year before the incident happened, I injured my lower back. I was out of work, which led to financial and relationship problems. Emotionally, I was a wreck because I was worrying on a daily basis about finances and my children and what they needed. I had so much anxiety built up that the doctor prescribed medication. At first, it seemed to help with anxiety, but it was such a strong medication. It would really make me tired and seem kind of lethargic, and it wasn't a good thing for me. I just decided one day I no longer need to take the medication. I need to try to deal with these issues on my own without medication, and I just stopped. For maybe about 24 hours, I felt somewhat normal. Going into the 48-hour period, I really started hearing things that were not being said to me. I was scared, I felt vulnerable, I felt like somebody was trying to harm me, and I just wanted to be where I felt safe. So all I could think of is if I went to my mom, I would get help. I packed an overnight bag and I took off without telling Howard or the kids, which is unlike anything I would normally do. At that time, I was having hallucinations. I was seeing people that were not there. When I looked in my rearview mirror, I saw somebody in the back seat. It was a dark shadow of a man. I didn't know who it was. I was just very scared. My paranoia was at an all-time high. I was very fearful. I knew that I had to stop the car because I had to get away from the people who I felt were trying to harm me. And I thought if I abandoned my car and I was to walk, that they wouldn't be able to find me. When I pulled my car off the side of the road, I started walking on foot. I walked at least 2 miles through the woods. Or I ended up coming to a home in the middle of the night. There were vehicles in the driveway. And at that point, again, there were 2 men that were there with me saying that I needed to get a car to drive them. One of the men that I was envisioning being there had a gun to me, telling me that if I didn't get the vehicle, I would be shot.
Explorer, an Explorer.
I got in her Ford Explorer at that point, and I took off. I called 911 and told them that somebody was trying to harm me.
Do you have somebody in the car with you?
The man who's in this truck is gonna kill me. He's gonna slice me in little bitty pieces. I know, but I can't take it. Oh my God.
If you're that scared and somebody's trying to hurt you, you wouldn't run from the police. But because of my state of mind from stopping the medication abruptly, I couldn't control my emotions. I was hallucinating. I would doze in and out of consciousness.
It was a very dangerous situation and definitely a very dangerous pursuit.
Trying to go around on the right, 106. Going around you on the right.
When I was riding along beside her, I was able to yell out the window and attempt to try to get her to just stop.
I was crying and I was emotional and I was scared and I was pleading with him, don't make me stop, I can't stop.
She yelled to me out the window that there was a bomb on the car and that if she stopped, the vehicle would explode. I was very concerned about my safety and the safety of the other officers that were there with me.
It never occurred to me that I was hallucinating. It was more or less, my God, I'm gonna die, somebody's gonna hurt me. It was very real.
Made contact again, Louisa.
I didn't even know that I hit the officers until they told me I hit them. First, it looked like I was intentionally trying to push them out the way to go around them, but it wasn't. I was scared.
We've got a box in right now, Louisa, speeding 60 miles an hour. Stay here.
There was an officer behind me, in front of me, and to my left.
We performed what is known as a rolling roadblock, where we place a vehicle in front of her, a vehicle to her side, a vehicle behind her. Usually there's a 4th vehicle, but we were able to actually utilize guardrails.
We're down to about 25. We've got our box in an emergency lane right now, Louisa.
I knew that if I got boxed in and I stopped, that it would be a very bad situation. Somebody would die.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground right now! Get on the ground!
The officers are running up to the vehicle with their guns drawn and they're yelling.
Get her out! Get her out! Get her out! Get her out! Get her out!
I was still scared at that point that it was going to blow up.
Why did you stop?
Because he said there was a bomb, and if I did, we would all die. I don't want a timer.
When I was detained, and I was sitting on the side of the road with the handcuffs, and I was talking to the officers. I realized that no bomb went off. Nobody at that point was being harmed. I felt a great sense of relief.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Right now, I'm back to who I was. I'm a mom. I'm not a criminal.